So, welcome to this podcast. Where are the women? Conversations about women in the music industry. Today we have Andrea Dee. She's an artist herself and she's the founder of Amplify her. And yeah, welcome, Andrea.
Welcome. Thank you.
First, I want you to tell us more about yourself, like introduce yourself.
Sure. So my name is Andrea Dee. I've been in the music industry for about 20 years. I've been an artist for most of the times, but then I've done a lot of the back end of the industry, such as promoting, being a promoter, being uh, a part of a distributor, working with a label, a lot of different things. And then I've toured a lot as an artist. I've toured in the UK, I've toured in Europe, I toured in the US, toured a little bit in Asia as well. And from doing my career, my music career, I really found that I always found like there was a need to have a place to go to, whether you had a good day, you had a bad day. I didn't have anywhere to go. I had my band. They were all guys, which I don't know if when you go on tour and it's always men around you, at some point you're like, I want to talk about makeup or like something light. And when you're the only girl, like it's just extra. So I decided to start Amplify her 3 years ago, and it started with the idea of just doing live events first of all, live music events. And then while we did our like first to second one, I really felt like I still didn't have time to speak with the other artists. Everybody was a bit like stressed because they're about to go on stage and perform. So then from there, I created the coffee mornings, the cocktail meetings. And then from there, kind of grew very, very organically. And I started just asking the community, what do they need? What do they need? And then the response was, we would love an open mic. So we created an open mic. We love a songwriting camp. So I've done a songwriting camp. We would love, master classes where we get to learn more. And so little by little, it grew into this really incredible community of women that support each other within the music industry in all size and form. So whether you're an artist, a creative, but also if you're a music industry professional. And then now, if you're a music fan, there's a place for you to come to shows, to really form friendships, collaboration, connection, and more.
Great. That sounds amazing. And during these years that you have been an artist and you have been in the music industry, what gaps did you see in terms of gender in the industry?
So I started it, the first Amplify Her show was because I heard that I saw it everywhere. It was 13% of women were headlining festivals, music festivals in the UK. And when I saw this number, 1-3, it just made me mad, sad, angry, disappointed. Somehow I thought somebody's taking care of this somehow and it's getting better for us. So when I saw this stat, I started researching and I started looking at how, nominees from Grammys, from the big TV shows, from the big award shows, and how many percentage was women and how many percentage was men, women on the radio. And the more you look into it, the more you see that like the numbers goes up and then it goes back down and then it goes up and then it goes back down. So we basically hit, I would say, about 30%. And that's last year, perhaps, or the year before. And then it goes back down to like 15. So I really wanted to create a space where we could make a difference and it could be forever and really maintain this. And in my mindset, I really feel like this could only happen when we come together, when people come together and feel empowered within each other. Numbers, we live in a society that numbers do matter. So the more we are, the more we come together, the more people the more we can make a difference, really. So these are the numbers. Fast forward, we are doing a little bit better, but we're um, still not there. And I really believe that the more we go up and the more we you could hear my dog and my mom as well. But yes, the more we come together, the more we can really make a difference. And also talk about my daughter. This is one of my big fight is that she's 2.5, so 15 and a half years, she doesn't get to live anything that doesn't make her feel equal for some reason. And then the other thing is being an artist, being a woman in the music industry, I was always shut down, whether it was in record labels, whether it was, as long as I was in the studio recording my vocals, that I was fine. But the minute I stepped out and wanted to have an opinion about things, it was kind of like, well, you're the artist, or like, we don't really need to know that. Or if I want to talk to the music engineer, oh my God. I mean, I love music engineers. We need you. I would do really prefer working with women, but that's okay. But I did find, a lot of different stories but like, yeah, people wanting to plug in my keyboard, wanting to show me how to play my keyboard. That was a big one. Just really, really felt unheard and just seen as what they wanted me to do. Creatively, I had my vision, obviously, but the rest was kind of like, well, you don't know much better, which is when you are in the industry and people keep saying that to you, kind of start thinking it. But then there was always this like thing about me that was like, what if we could do this? And so then I kind of, set up my own mindset, my own team, my own people that had the same vision or that could really see things the way I saw them, and then kind of move in that way. But yeah, this is why I created Amplify, because there is this, it's getting better, but we're still not there.
Okay, and have you felt discriminated for being a woman?
Yeah. But I mean, 20 years ago, you wouldn't say discriminated. You would say, oh, just another day.
Okay.
Which is amazing, because I hear, 20-year-olds nowadays that talk about how this, I don't know, somebody make them feel and how it's completely not appropriate. And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. This was not in, when I grew up, it was normal. Like it was, yeah, you deal with this. That's it. It's like the world we live in. So yeah, of course. But you keep going and you take that fuel to like feed you. And then that makes you become, who you will be, perhaps, when you're dead. Is the militant for women in the music industry.
And what is your goal with Amplify Her?
Make a difference in the industry. Completely a big difference. I want things to be more open. I don't want any more gatekeeper. I want talent to be heard and respected, because I feel that we lose track of artists are a bit seen as like they're a bit less than executive in the industry. But if we just get a little reminder that, hey, the artists are why there is an industry, just a little good to be reminded in industry. I want to be the place to go for people that are in music or fan of music, and that want to be in a place that's safe, that's fun, that's open. Wherever you are, online, in person, we got a time and a space for you every month, at least 4 to 12 times.
Okay, great. And once you said, I remember in one of the coffee meetings, that you wanted to show your daughter a different world. What kind of world would it be?
I want to show her a world that but she never feels, I want to show her a world where she never feels less than. That she doesn't know that feeling of going into a room and feeling like she's not heard or seen for any other reason than being not part of the group. I want her to come in and just be like, I have my word, I have what I want to say, you're gonna listen. And I want her to, yeah, I want her to, for me, it's all about being fair, you know? It's living in a world that's fair. I know it's maybe for some people it might be, whoa, like nothing is fair, but I believe it could be possible. It's just a matter of really opening our minds and acting as, you know, humans together. And because at the end, we all want the same thing: live happy, healthy, have fun, enjoy.
Great. And the final question: what is your best advice for women in the music industry?
My best advice, I have a few.
You can say more than just one.
Okay, good. I think my first advice would be set yourself a goal and keep going towards that goal, but make sure you can, you know, make sure whatever comes up, you always can adapt with what comes up. And if that goal changes, that's fine. Again, adapt with that. But there's no, not too, dreams are not so like, nothing is impossible, basically. You have everything is possible. Go for it. Whatever age you are, wherever you come from, it doesn't matter. There is a place for you. So just remembering that. And in terms of the industry itself, I would say get experienced as much as possible within the music. Whether you're an artist, learn how to do sound, learn what it takes to be a promoter, learn to do anything that's like in the studio, record your vocals, learn how to produce. A little bit of everything gives you a lot more power. And same if you're in the industry, like try to navigate your career so you could have a taste of everything that's there. So you can really find what works for you, but also know what other people are doing. And so really gain value and experience from your own. And so you could give back when people work with you or for you. So, I've done this for a bit of time. I know what that takes. So, maybe it's not as fast as it could be, but, so basically having an open mind in terms of, working in the industry. And as a music fan, keep going to music shows.
Okay.
Keep supporting artists, indie artists. Keep listening. Keep supporting.
Okay. Andrea, thank you so much for your time. And I started this podcast saying, where are the women? And the women are here to support each other, to help each other. And as Andrea said, like if we build a community together, we can succeed in the music industry. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.